By the way, it is a cool morning here from the village, and I really thank God for giving me this a great chance to stay alive and to have a talk with my good people, with my nice audience. So you can have a look. Like, by the way, I'm looking very charming because of the grace of God, and everything's just going very amazing. I want to say thank you, God, and thank you to my subscriber for taking your time coming to this live stream. It's a very nice live stream. We're gonna have a lot of talk. We're gonna share a lot. We're gonna educate each other a lot. So if you have anything, you can just share it here. If you have any question, you can just share it here. If you have any story to tell, you can just share it in the comment section, at least to make sure that we make our day to be very beautiful. I know from other people they're just still sleeping, like some countries in abroad, like US, Canada, Australia. So I know others are just still sleeping, but in the village here, can you imagine, it's a very cool morning. Now it's just 11:51 from my side here. So that's how things are just going. I'm seeing two people in the house. Much for taking your time being here. I really appreciate your love and support to this amazing channel. So once again, I'm just saying thank you for taking your time by viewing my videos, like my good audience. I really feel proud of you. I feel very great because of you guys taking your time, going through my video, dropping some comments, giving some motivating words. I really feel very, very amazing and being praised. Like, without you, I could never do such kind of the thing that I'm just doing here, like a live stream, having a fun, like talking to each other. You know, actually, I know some people are gonna wonder where Chris is today, because I never did a live stream in such kind of a place like the way I am now here. But right here, just seeing this is my home. This is still my home. And there's one of my brother's kid usually used to sleep in this house, but I decided today to use this like special room for me to make my live stream, because it's very cool. And you can see the ceiling board is just on top, so it's just making me at least not to feel somehow like hot. I decided to come here, no noise, nothing. That said, let me just use this room. I selected with a reason. So this is my homeland, by the way. If you don't know, this is my homeland. I'm at my home here. Actually, tell me why watching this live stream before we start about anything. Then you can just comment down here where you're just watching from. What's the time at your place where you're just watching it from. I hope we're gonna share like Team Chris, like good subscriber to Chris. It's nice to see the comment down here. So you can even start with any question, like if you have any question to ask regarding about the channel, the village life, and other things that are just hindering Kenya. I'm right here to answer. I'm ready for everything. To any question, if just positive, negative, I will not care about it. But most only like positive comments, because my channel is regarding about positive things. It's not about negative things. So if maybe I did wrong to one of the subscriber, two or three of them, I want to say sorry. Just forgive me, because on this art, every human being, you're just human being. Sometimes you do mistakes. So if I did wrong to you, just I'm really apologizing. I'm saying very, very sorry. Just forgive me for anything that really happened between me and you. So let us just forget about the past and deal what's just going on from now. I'm very sorry if I did something wrong to you. Actually, I'm seeing 7 people in the house. Thank you so much for coming, taking your time. So drop the comment, tell me where you're watching this live stream from, and what's the time from your place where you are. So what's the time at least? I want to know, because I have some audience from abroad. I have some from Kenya. So big shout out to my Kenyans people. I really love you so much, and I really appreciate your love, because without you even, I could not be where I am, because I'm seeing there's a lot of numbers of Kenyans people that are just supporting me through YouTube. They're my subscriber. So I'm taking this special thank or this special time to say thank you so much for taking your time being this channel, because there's a lot of channels on this art, but you decided to select watching Chris Muniko. You choose my channel, then you put in your subscription, and it's very, very important. Young Shadow, yo too, like, hey too, how are you doing, bro? I hope you're just doing amazing wherever you are. Thank you for the comment. Where are you watching this live stream from? That's what you're gonna start with. Hassan Hell, Somalia. Thank you so much. This is the first time seeing somebody watching this channel from Somalia. So I'm really feeling great to be welcome, and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's a very amazing YouTube channel, and it's really touching. Young Shadow, Kenya. Thank you so much. That's why I said thank you, Kenyans. I really love you, like my family, because I'm a really Kenyan, and I'm praying for even Gen Z, because I'm a youth guy. Like, I'm praying to my country, like everything's gonna be all right, but we never stop fighting for our right. That's what people, they must know. We'll never stop fighting for our right. If the government is not seeing like youths are just suffering in this country, Kenya, we have to use the most strength, and we must raise up about the problems that is just hindering us. I got you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you, Young Mandamano. Mandamano is must go. We must go for Mandamano. We don't need jokes. We need peace, bro, in this country. But we want to, what I can say, let us go Mandamano with peace, and we must take care of our properties. So the property that sometimes we just do destroy them, those are our properties, so we must take care of them. Like I saw some people, they tried to burn some houses, burning some, even, you know, destroying some things near the roadsides. So that's bad, by the way. I'm really apologizing. Like Gen Z, that's very bad. So we have to do something. Let us stop destroying our things, our properties, like Kenyans, because remember, we'll still be Kenyans. We just depend this country for life and for a living. Like, but I'm really apologizing for even the soldiers that was being injured during the demonstration, during the Mandamano. So I'm really apologizing about that. And, you know, that's the part of the hunger. You know, hunger is something very bad. Like, when you see somebody just, you know, I know it really happened because of the hunger in our country. So this video was not regarding about the Mandamano. Let me stop talking about that. So actually, guys, seeing some comments here. Subscribe to you, bro. Jamie Pray one. I subscribe to you, bro. Thank you so much, Jamie Pray. Thank you so much, and make sure you give a like to this live stream, because the more you give the like, the more your friends, they're gonna know more about what I'm just doing here. They're gonna maybe subscribe, maybe they're gonna come and watch. By the way, this is a very positive YouTube channel, and it just belongs to you and me, like one family, like brothers and sisters. Actually, let me read this comment. Mandamano should be up to 4 p.m. to show them the difference between Gen Z and the goons. Yeah, it's very true, by the way. But these goons, what they're just doing is not something very bad, because I think they're being hired with some of the readers in our country here. But it's better our reader to see what they can do, like to make sure that at least they have a talk with Gen Z to stop this Mandamano, because you can see people just suffering around in Kenya. There's no job employment. So I really think that's the kind of the things that are making Gen Z to come out and raise their voice, because what's just happening in our country, like, you can't really admire. There's a lot of youths outside here that don't have jobs. So I hope because of that, that's why you're seeing many of them are trying to do some Mandamano. They need their lights, you know, and the government is not listening. So the government, like our President Ruto, I will beg you, you have to do something about our country. You must talk with Gen Z at least. You know, sometimes don't blame Gen Z, like maybe they're just doing wrong. And if we have done wrong to you, just forgive us, like President. Remember, we'll still be Kenyans, and some days comings, others are just called daddy or whatever. So we have families to feed, like, so, and there's no any job employment, lack of jobs in our country. It's somehow very pain. And you really promised there's a lot. You promised about a lot of things. I can't even mention them here. So just sit down. Remember, you're a human being. You are a Kenyan. You are our leader. You are the say of the country. So make sure you sit down like a president. This is a message to our president, Truth. I don't know if you're gonna know because my channel is very small somehow, but I know it's big. Remember, the country belongs to you. So you have to sit down and see what you can just do and the way you can just solve. Because shedding of the blood is not the solve. It will not help anything. It will never help for anything. So it's just 4 p.m. Oh, thank you so much. Mandamano should be up to 4 p.m. Oh, thank you so much. So actually, guys, tell me where you're just watching this live stream from. If you don't know me, I go by the name Chris Muniko. You can just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you give a like. And if you like, you can just share to friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend at least to know this channel. Like, you know, but I told is about positive things. Like, if you go through my videos, I really teach a lot about village life. If you're just living in a town, like in a city, and you admire to have the village life, you want to experience, to see how things are just going on in the village. So never go to another channel or choose another channel. This is the right channel to come and watch such kind of the things, because I do a lot in my channel. Like, I really teach a lot, by the way, about the culture, the type of the food, how we do our things, our daily activities, the way they just take place. You know, I try to do for my like the best the way I can. And I want to say, like, that was my big idea about showing village life. You know, I never like measuring about urban area like Nairobi. So yet I know it's my country, but that's not the lifestyle that I really like showing to my channel. I really like showing the really village life. For any country, like, you know, I really like being a traveler, and I have almost visited like one country. I went to Tanzania, so I'm preparing maybe anytime I'm gonna go to another country to do another video to experience the life, the way it's just going there. Like, I wanna say, by God grace, everything you know is about step and planning. So when you plan for your things, they're gonna go very well. Because like me, what I'm just planning, I really hope I'm gonna succeed for my all plans. Like, whatever I'm just planning to do, I just believe I put God to be the first person to guide me, to take me through my wish, and to take me through my everything that I'm just doing. So actually, I've been telling a lot about African village life, the way we lived at the past, and then now the life the way it is. I have tried to do some explanation about things in the village. I have really teach a lot regarding the village, about the food, the preparation, the way we just do farming activity here, the way we just even wash our utensils, the way we just clean our compounds is somewhat very different with other people. Like, I remember in urban centers like Nairobi. I'm gonna use the example of my country, my best city, my beautiful city, Nairobi. Big shout out to our beautiful city, Nairobi. So remember, like in the at Nairobi, the things that people they just usually use for cleaning their houses and cleaning their compound, they're very different with village life here. Like, in the village here, we just go to the bush, we cut the leaves of some variety of the plants, we cut the leaves, we cut the branches of them, we just use some ropes to put them together. So when we put them together, we take that time, then we give them a time at least to dry, then we use them for cleaning the compound. But remember, in the city somewhere like Nairobi, people, they don't use kind of the things. They just buy the brooms from the supermarket. You know, they go to the store, they say, I need a broom, whatever. So everything's about buying. But in the village here, nothing like that. Oh, Gwan, thank you, Wagwan too. So you can drop the comment and you can ask any question. Tell me where you're watching this live stream from, and what's the time from your place where you're just watching this live stream. So actually, like in the village here, what I'm trying to explain is about the way we do things is somewhat different. Like, I tried to compare about Nairobi with my village here in Nyabohansi. It's somewhat different. Like, like in the village here, using of the broom, it's a very different broom than the people that are just using at Nairobi there. Something's just going on. Oh, it wants to shut down. So I have to see what to do. Problems every day. Oh. So it's very different with other parts. Like I have told you, like in the village here, we go to the bush, we cut the branches of the trees, we put them together, we give them a time to dry, then we use for cleaning in the house and whatever. We don't buy. But in town is about money. Everything is about money. You buy the brooms, such kind of the things. In the village here, even something like fruits, we don't buy them. We just plant. We plant something like avocado. We plant something like guavas. We plant some variety of the fruits like mangoes, oranges. We plant them, then we give them time at least to mature. When they come mature enough, they produce some nice fruits. Then we just consume and we just use them. But in town, so we are the supplier to town. I really hope so big because like sometimes we take the fruits from the village here and we go and sell them in the in our cities. So you can see the life is very different, very very different. You can't compare the village life with some urban life like in the towns. They are very different. So like in my place here, working in the morning, what I just do, I think about brushing my teeth. After brushing my teeth, I think about maybe cleaning the compound, going to the farm. That's the kind of the thing. After that, I think, how am I going to even eat some fruits? How am I going to harvest some foods from the farms? So I think about, that's the kind of the things that we just think about. How am I going to take our animals for feeding? How am I going to take animals for taking water? Such the kind of the things. But in cities, people don't think they don't think about such kind of the things. They really think very different than the way we just think in the village here. So we can see the life. So I know. So let me try to compare. Like in the urban, like in towns, people they really think about how am I going to use my tablet to do some research, to they are just thinking about, is about social media, is about internet. Like you can just imagine the village here, sometimes even internet we just lose it. So we can just stay like 4 to 3 days, there's no network, no any communication. But in town, in such kind of the cities, big cities, they really enjoy a lot, like communication, getting a very stable network is very easy than this in the village here. Sometimes, like in the village here, we suffer with electricity. We found ourselves electricity have just went for 1 month. So you see such kind of the things. So even like me, what I'm just planning, maybe when I'm gonna build my home, like when I just have my home, I will try to do to use some solar panels, because sometimes in the village here using electricity, it's something very hard. It come like a problem to us. So you can see. So we try for our best at least to make sure that the life is just very nice. I'm seeing 4 people. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. So welcome to this amazing YouTube channel. If you don't know, I go by the name Chris Muniko. That's my YouTube channel name. If you have never subscribed, make sure you subscribe, please. This is a positive channel. It teaches a lot about village life. I'm coming back and I'm just repeating it because I don't know who's just visiting now, because I have a lot of subscribers that are just coming from different parts of the world. So you can just try to share us with us here in the YouTube channel, on this amazing channel. How is your day going? Wherever you are, how is just things going? How is your morning? You can share with us here. Even if you're just sleeping, you can share how is your night by the way going in your country, wherever you are. So that's kind of the things I really like. By the way, I like experiencing life from different parts around the world. So this is a very motivating channel. Thank you, 7 people in the house. Thank you so much for taking your time. So I've been explaining, like in the village here, you can imagine the electricity can go like 1 month, 3 months. So like what I'm just planning, like what I'm just seeing, like Chris, what I'm gonna do, maybe when I build my house, I'll make sure that I just have some solar panels to at least to manage that losing of the electricity. Sometimes solar, they really help a lot. Yet sometimes the sun can just go like almost two, but it cannot go beyond 2 days in our place here. Sun is just right thing. It's just very common in our place here. So you can't say like sun sometimes is go for a long time in our place here. No, 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 no. Maybe the time that the sun is just being going is the time when there's too much of rain in our place here. There's a time when the sun was, you could, we taken like 4 days without seeing sun because the rain re-rained. The rain you could just start from the morning to the evening. A whole night, it's raining, morning, raining, rain. Most of the time that we are being affected is very close to the Christmas time. So it become too much of rain according to the seasons, the way they really change. But I really thank God for the real life that they gave us here in the village. We are just enjoying. I can't complain about the rain in the village here. So the good thing about the village here, you will never find us like being affected with flood in the village here. No matter how rain is gonna rain, we'll never be affected with flood. So I really thank God because of that. And you can imagine, most of the roads in the village here are just modern roads. But the flood, it have never affected us. Maybe, but it's really affects some parts, more so to the big channels of the water. Sometimes they got being affected because when there's too much rain, the flood is just the flowing of the water is just come at the top of the maybe some bridges, so it destroys some bridges, but it's not very like I can say it's very easy, but sometimes I use the word sometimes. That's how I can explain. Like there's some subscribers that have been asking me, Chris, how do you really manage for getting daily living, like getting food, something to put on the table in the village here? So I'm like here, let me read. Greeting from Kenya, Africa. Thank you, Rogers Killers. Thank you so much, Rogers. Thank you. I hope you're just doing amazing. So I want to explain to you about how we really manage in the village here for the life, at least where you're just living in a comfortable and we feel like you're just okay. So first of all, the thing that really make us to manage in the village here to live in a very comfortable life is one thing. We really measure about farming activities. We just measure about farming. Like now, like in this season, we really planted a lot of maize. We planted a lot of beans. We planted a lot of granules. So such kind of the things, they really make like villagers people to really manage about the living. So actually, when you do a lot of farming, sometimes we take our maize, then we stock them for a long time. When the price just lays up, like in urban areas, like in cities, so we try to supply the maize from the village here to the towns. Then we got some cash. Or sometimes when you feel like in the village here you have maize and maybe you like beans and you want to have beans. So what we usually do, I can just take maybe one sack of the maize. I go and exchange with somebody who have some beans. Then that's how we just live in the village here. So we just do some exchanging of things sometimes, exchanging. You can see there's something that's very common in the village here that's very funny and I have never seen it elsewhere. Like in the village here, we have that light to go and borrow something from neighborhood. Maybe I can just, my mom, she can just walk from here going to neighbor to ask for even sugar. Can you imagine? To ask for the salt. You can see the way we just live. So in the village here, most of the things that really help us, we just live with love. We love our neighbors more than anything, first of all. So it's good to love neighbors. If you have your neighbor and he need your help, why can't you just help for whatever you have? So we just live like that, and we see life is very easy and comfortable because we just believe like us like human being, you are just the same. So maybe today I can lack salt, and you tomorrow maybe you can just lack sugar. So if you help me with the salt today, tomorrow I'm the one who just help with the sugar. You can just imagine. You can't compare the price of the sugar and the price of the salt. The price of the sugar is very high, but today you helped me with the salt. I will not try to compare about the price. What I will just remember, you did a help to me, so I have to do something good about you. When you come, even you need 2 kgs of sugar and I have 5 kgs, I can just give you because I really remember what you did at the past. So that's how we just live in the village here. So I really teach like in this art, let us live with that peace and love, showing love to each other. Remember, you are all human beings, and we need each other for the survival, for the living. because sometimes you can say like maybe let me use a very good example and a very easy example, like maybe said hey, thank you Sharon, this was this life and travel, oh thank you mom, thank you so much, thank you for coming. So let me use this and a good example, like maybe in the village here there's somebody who is just rich and they don't talk to anybody. Remember, there's a day we talk even to those people that we never been talking to them, like in the village here. We just have what you call family issues. You can just go through a lot of family issues. Or there's a story that I want to tell you. Like, let me try to give you a very simple and really teaching a lot. There's a guy was just in our place here, was really rich, by the way. I want to use that a good example. Was very rich, by the way. The kids were, he make the kids to be rich, and the bad thing, the kids, they could never respect the neighbors, all the people around the society. They think that when you got money, you got everything. You got breath and everything. So there's a time where some people, they came to rob at them at their home. They came with guns, whatever. They tried to do some screaming, like to get the help from other people, because I remember this in the village here, reporting to the police. They can just arrive to the village here if there's something have just happened, like maybe 2 hours ago. They can just take 2 hours to come to this village. Can you see the way it's just far? So imagine for 2 hours, people, they have already just came to your house. They're just trying to rob you. That's 2 hours is very enough to do whatever they can. But only people that they can just do a help is about the neighbors. So those people, they try to scream about the help. They need the help from the neighbors. Nobody could just wake up that time. Nobody wake up at least to go and do a help. Nobody tried that because of their behavior, the way they really behaved. Everybody wanted to know who is that screaming. They said, it's from somebody's house. They said, oh, is that about those people? Let us leave about it. And the people, they tried to do some ignoring. And because of that, it really affected them. They was being robbed. Some of the person was being killed at their home. You can see the way it's very painful. And that's the time where other people, they could just get the energy to explain to them, telling them what you did to some.